Welcome along to Southern Roots.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
How are you?
We're really good. Yeah, really, really good. We've
Pretty
just been
good.
having a little beach day, enjoying the weather, having a little day off. So it's been really nice.
Very nice. We're looking forward to the nice weather tomorrow. We get the heat wave tomorrow. We're right up on the border of England and Scotland, so
Yeah.
we get it a little bit later than
Oh my
those
gosh.
south.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
nice.
listen, thank you for giving up a couple of minutes of your time to come and sit and talk to us here at
Oh,
Southern
yeah.
Roots. Um, we'll start off by introducing you guys. So if we start with yourself, Mary Bragg, is it Mary Bragg? Is it all one word
Yeah,
or
it's a double barrel, so it's a
double
bit
barrels?
confusing, but you nailed
So
it.
you hail from Mobile, Alabama,
Yes, I do.
which is about as southern as you can get.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. You're hitting the Gulf of Mexico.
this is it, and
Yeah.
it's been one of them places I've always wanted to visit. It's on my bucket list, but probably for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Um, I'm obsessed with the Southern drawl.
Oh my gosh, that's
And of
amazing.
course, there was a TV show that was set around that area, The Heart of Dixie,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
showcasing the fine Southern belles.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
so you come from there. So coming to the UK is quite a change.
Yeah, it's a massive change. I mean, it's completely different. But I think it's I think it's beautiful to have kind of I don't know, the difference. Being able to go back to Alabama, we go back a couple times a year and have that kind of beautiful southern weather and get to see my family. And then you come back over here and we've got Willow's family. And yeah, I love it. I love both sides of the pond. I can't complain.
Amazing. And obviously, Willow, you're originally from the UK.
Yeah. I grew up on the Welsh border, so like mid Wales, kind of on the border. Yeah, place called Hay on Wye, like a little town. I'm a super
Right.
rural. I grew up in the middle of nowhere in a little farmhouse,
So
but as country as you get.
what took you across the Atlantic?
Well, I was kind of once I left high school, I was looking to go to music college, and yeah, I was going around England, going to various colleges and stuff. And my top choice, I didn't get into, sadly. So I was kind of like a bit disillusioned with England. I was like, bastards. So yeah, I was like kind of looking into where else was available, and LA came up. They had a really really cool music school in Hollywood in Los Angeles, and I just once I got that idea in my head, I was kind of like, damn, that sounds like a pretty good alternative.
Yeah.
So yeah, I spent like a year working in London, saving up, and then I went out there and did like a 6 month program, and from there I just kind of put roots down a bit in LA for a while, and then we met out in LA. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because
band and stuff.
the way you guys met is quite a little story to itself, isn't it? If
Yeah.
I've read correctly, anyway, that Mary Bragg, you were actually in a relationship, and your fella at the time had heard Willow sing, or tried to put you in
Yeah.
contact to some way, and this is how the whole thing kind of developed.
Yeah. It was a completely bizarre kind of situation, but I was with my ex-boyfriend at the time and we got invited to this party in Santa Monica and Willow happened to be playing there. We'd both never heard of him before and yeah, I just love the performance. He killed it. We talked to him afterwards.
Her boyfriend kind of like introduced her to me, like walked over to me with her, and then my perception of it was that
But y'all
he
didn't
kind of,
know each other.
no, we didn't know each other. My perception was that he kind of like introduced Mary Bragg and then just sort of stood to the side, and so I assumed it was like her brother or something. It was very bizarre, and we only talked for like 5 minutes, but she posted a video of me singing from that night on Instagram and tagged me, so I kind of like followed her or whatever, and then her relationship played out for like another year, and then once I think they broke up at some point along the line, and because I was following her, I just noticed there was less boyfriend material on the Instagram, so I hit her up and said, "Do you wanna hang out?" And she
Oh my
obviously was
God.
single by that point, so
Yeah, so we had a little
yeah.
date.
But there was this photograph taken that night by like one of the press photographers where I'm stood about to go on before my gig, and I'm stood in front of Mary's ex-boyfriend, and Mary stood to the side, and I'm completely hiding his entire body, and she stood next to me, and I had my hands like this, and it looked like her hand was in my arm. So, and we hadn't even met at this point. So it's like this weird optical illusion where it looks like she's just
It
like
was for
holding my
him
arm.
just like he already were just join.
Yeah,
It was an
really,
omen. It was a sign.
it was freaky. It's
Just a
freaky.
good
We
little
have
sign.
yeah, it's a freaky picture.
So I was saying, you're a very young couple, but you're also married.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Is that not? Can you
Yeah,
hear me now?
yeah. We are married. We are.
Yeah, we
How
Yeah.
long have you been married?
like 3 years.
Yeah, we got married in 2022.
Had 2 weddings.
Yeah, it's
So
confusing. We have had like
we don't know when.
we have 2 anniversaries. We got married we had our British wedding last summer. So we have a year on our British wedding anniversary and 3 years on our Alabama wedding anniversary.
We basically
So
did a very kind of sort of like just.
how
I
do
mean,
you
we've been
find?
in a relationship. What's that mean?
So how do you find being a duo as a band and being a married couple and touring? How do you find it works? How's the dynamics of that work?
Yeah, it's comes with its challenges. I'll be honest. It's hard to separate like work and relationship because we're both so passionate about what we do and
We work a lot.
we work 24/7. So it's our full-time job. So you wake up in the morning, go like talking about it, and you go to bed at night talking about it. So
We really are having to like figure out ways to schedule more like relationship time.
yeah,
Just like
Always.
time to actually relax and yeah, just
definitely
do like a hobby or something. But
there's a lot of logistics to work out. But honestly, we were talking about this earlier. Like we've got to just have separate hobbies that we can go off and do something.
so we need alone time, but we also need to spend more time together. Like when we're not working, there's not enough time in the day.
It's very complicated.
And how has it fared for your careers coming back from the US where everything's there? You know what I mean? You got Nashville, you've got everything, and coming to the UK and trying to push it from the UK. Has it made much of a difference, or?
Well, we weren't really like we kind of started our band once we were in the UK. We were married before we started singing together.
Yeah.
So our entire kind of roots, musical origin has been.
It all started in
has
the
been
UK.
it's been in England. So or UK. So yeah, and it's been kind to us, man. Honestly, like I think in a way, the American South is so saturated with our sort of style of music that like duos like us are sort of on every street corner singing their hearts out. So in England we have a bit, or the UK we have a bit more of a just a bit more of like a unique angle because Mary Bride is American. That's like a credibility thing that it's quite hard to have as a country act if you're not from the South.
I think there's a really cool thing coming up in the UK, which is, I don't know when it started, but there's definitely a huge buzz of people just loving country music over here. And I see no reason why it can't be like massive global like UK country artists coming out, and country's for everybody. I mean, this country has so many farms all over it, like mostly country.
Yeah.
So I think it's country as it gets. And
I think the problem has been that country music has been massive here for years. I mean, I've been into country music for 30 years. I used to go to country festivals back when I was just legal age of drinking and stuff.
Wow, that's amazing.
And this whole concept of countries now becoming popular, I think it's only because the youngsters are coming in through the likes of Zach Bryan and Morgan Wallen. And I don't think they quite realise that this is country music.
Yeah.
They attend these concerts and they buy the pink fluffy cowboy hats and stuff. But I don't think that they realise that this has been going on for years.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I had no clue because I wasn't living over here until about 2.5 years ago. So I had no idea there were country music bands over here. Yeah, and I think it's amazing. It's so cool.
I think it's been great for us because obviously there's a huge explosion happening, and we get to kind of be like our band sort of has been around and started at the kind of cusp of that explosion. So I think the opportunities for country music are expanding in every direction, and there's not a lot of acts in the UK that are really filling the roles of that expansion. So unless you're American, you come over to tour, but that's quite seldom because it's very expensive.
There's
So
a
we're
great handful
we're
of
pretty lucky, I think.
there's a great handful of UK country artists that are coming up that we've been
Yeah,
lucky enough
amazing.
to meet. I've got the Shires merch on. They're like the pioneers of
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
genre
we've seen the
over
Shires.
here. Yeah, they're the best ever. We
Yeah,
love
they've
them.
been amazing mentors for
So,
us.
Insane.
what was it for you that drove you to pick country as the genre? I mean, obviously you're from Mobile, Alabama. It's
Yeah.
kind of there anyway. But what kind of made you, when you decided to come in as a duo, that was the avenue you'd go down?
We had a lot of sort of discussion and disagreements
about this.
Basically, like I think obviously Mary Brag's from Alabama. She loves country. I've been, as a solo artist, kind of playing Americana rock, sort of. That's been my genre for many years. And I had a bit of a resistance to country, I think, because of the lack of credibility, because I was English. But she started introducing me to all the kind of really organic, amazing songwriter style country artists that are coming out, like Zach Brown, Tyler Childers, Sarah Farrell, all those kind of guys, Chris Stapleton. And my resistance had to just like crumble at some point, because I was like, damn, these guys are good.
He's obsessed.
And I fell in love with like how they make music, because that's how I love that's the way I believe music should be made. Like it's that really organic, live feel, great storytelling, great lyrics,
what you love.
Great instrumentals, and also a lot of the rock elements now live in country, like guitar solos.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I was told once that happened, and
he loves "Ain't No Love in Oklahoma" by Luke Combs. He was like, that is the coolest. Yeah. Like, because it's where rock and roll is living in the modern era. It's really
we spoke with Jesse Daniel last week, and of course he recorded his new album "Son of San Lorenzo" directly to tape, which is quite retro, at the Bomb Shelter over there in Nashville. And we've been doing a lot of work with independent Appalachian country singers. And it's amazing that if you walk away from your Garth Brooks, Luke Bryan, and all this, the talent that is out there is unreal. And we're working with a team called For the Love of Appalachian. And we're bringing Appalachian stars across to the UK to do tours and finding sponsorship for them.
Yeah, amazing.
So I think people need to come away from mainstream media. You know, you've got your mainstream country radio stations. If you come across to some of these smaller stations, we're giving a lot more time to independents and new upcoming artists. You know, I mean, you guys, when you look what you've done, I mean, you've toured the US, you've just come off touring with the Shires. Your schedule for the next few weeks is mental. I mean, you're in Manchester tomorrow night, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And then I believe you're at the British Country Music Festival at Blackpool in August.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're up in Scotland, actually, 2 days in August.
Yeah, so you'll have to come and find us there. Avondale Radio, who we present shows for, we'll be there doing background stuff and interviews and stuff. So come and hunt us out, Avondale Radio.
In Blackpool.
In Blackpool, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, nice.
Amazing. Yeah, we'll definitely have to find you.
So,
I think that's what inspired me the most. Is like, the only country music I really heard growing up were like the super old school country, like Hank Williams and Dolly Parton and stuff, which is amazing, obviously. And then the modern stuff I was exposed to was all the very produced, like poppy country. So that's where I formed my kind of like opinion of country music. I was just kind of like, I'm not into this because culturally I don't align with it, and it's just very overproduced. And I mean, each to their own. It's great, whatever. People love it. But when she started playing me the really rootsy stuff, then that was like, oh shit, because I love Lynyrd Skynyrd. I grew up on all of that stuff, and so it's like it's got that kind of flair to it.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
I love Skynyrd are my favorite.
Yeah, they're insane. They're like one of the great all-time greats.
Yeah, I was lucky. I saw them 25 years ago, and then we saw them last year at CMA Fest as well. So amazing stuff.
That's just legend.
So when you kind of look at the different reviews that you guys have been getting through music avenues, and I'll quote one of the styles that someone said here is that Willow is a strong and assertive, whilst Mary Bragg adds the sultry twang that is equally assertive, but when together complement each other beautifully.
Sweet.
Because it's true though, between Willow's tone and yourself, Mary Bragg, the two kind of, it really does work.
Thank you. I'm really glad it did because we haven't sung together.
It's fate, I guess.
I don't know. It's so bizarre. I'm really, really happy that they kind of merged together. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I guess it's like a testament to like the fact that we got married and stuff meant that we felt there was good compatibility there, you know. So luckily the music is aligned.
Vocally it was
aligned too.
also compatible.
But yeah, stylistically I really do like feel like our combination has been, for me, is because I produced a lot of our music, and it's just been so cool to like delve into that whole world of like Southern American music and the style, and adding mandolins and banjos and all sorts of stuff that I never even considered really doing, but it's like opened it's been like an explosion of fireworks of inspiration. And
I do sometimes have to do harmonies in this sort of British way behind him, because if I do too hard of an R, it sounds really twangy and clangy behind him. So I have to do, if you really listen into some of my harmonies on our album that we just recorded, I'm doing like a British accent behind him.
Oh, keep the southern accent.
Yeah, it's just for certain words where it like sticks out too much, but we're such like compositional like crafters. We're obsessed with it. So
yeah.
So make sure it all works.
Where did the name Outpost Drive come from? Because it's quite a kind of peculiar name, isn't it?
Yeah, well, thank you. It's a street, and it's a street in California where Willie was living with one of our friends who has a house there.
I basically got like stranded during COVID, and I just moved out of my apartment, and I was I had a friend who had a house in a really nice part of LA.
It's a really nice.
And I was like, "Hey man, can I
live with you?
Can I come stay with you for a few weeks while I find my footing? You know, like while I find another place." And then as I was there, COVID struck, and so I basically, it would have been really brutal for him to be like, "Get out!" And I think he was actually quite glad that he had a companion up there because he was living alone. So I ended up staying there for 2 years in this really beautiful house on the street in LA, and that's when, during those 2 years, me and Mary started kind of dating, and she would come over all the time, and so a lot of our relationship.
I was there like 6 days a week, so
yeah, so our relationship was built on the Outpost Drive.
Yeah, it was like our home.
And so
there's a great David Hockney painting called Outpost Drive, and my grandmother had it hung up in her house like my whole life. So that was kind of a weird synchronicity as well.
It's nice because it gives you that personal relationship to the name, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
There were these names that were kind of, like,
we had some really bad
combination of words that made no sense, and we were just like, oh man,
we had some really bad names.
Outpost Drive was the only one that, it's like a tattoo, like you want it to at least mean something. So even if you hate it down the line, you're at least like, well, it means something. But I think I was in the shower and we were desperately trying to find the name, and I suddenly, it came to Outpost Drive.
He was in a towel.
And I kept running in.
Towel, like running in, like wet from the shower. I was like, "What about Outpost Drive?" And I was still on the sofa, like coming up with names.
You were immediately like, "Yes."
I was like, "Yes, that's it. That's perfect."
Yeah,
so
it was immediate.
We just felt
it was an immediate yes, and all of our family and stuff were like, "Yeah, let's give it." Everyone was.
I love it.
So it met no resistance, which was cool.
Yeah.
That's good. So last year saw you launch your first EP. It was called Handsome Adolescence.
Yeah.
What was the reaction to it like?
Oh my God. Just the whole world went crazy.
Dude, the stadium tour that came out of that. We released it mostly as singles, and so it just kept building over time. I think Mobile, Alabama, when that one came out, which is our third single that we ever released.
That's my favorite. I do love it.
Really? Oh, thank you. That was our first one where we saw kind of like, oh wow, we really got something here. Because my hometown, obviously, like really, I mean, they just loved that song. They showed up for it, thank God. It would have been so embarrassing if they didn't like it. But they showed up and they really showed out for us.
Yeah, we had a few videos that like went kind of viral because of that connection. And then we played a few gigs in Alabama and like literally
Singing the
we had
words.
hundreds of people turn up and they were all going crazy for that song. And the rest of the songs are like,
They all showed up in their Outpost Drive merch and everything. So that was the first glimpse.
So it's been
like, whoa, wow.
It's been great. Like it's obviously it's just the first step on a long journey, I hope. But yeah, it was a really good sort of entry point, and yeah.
I love that EP.
Where are you finding that the biggest kind of followings coming from? Is it UK? Is it the stateside? I know that we were up at Alexandra K in Glasgow a couple of months ago, and she was telling us that she's selling records faster in the UK than what she is in the States.
Really?
Oh, really?
Wow.
I think I would say probably at the moment, just we tour so much in the UK that our audience is like a bit more active here. But I don't know, we've done pretty good in Alabama too. But it's confined to like.
It's really
Alabama,
interesting
so.
On our streaming platforms, though. It's like
Yeah,
all American. It's
like US is like
American.
4 times the UK in terms of streaming, but.
Which is crazy. So it just depends. Certain platforms, like our Facebook, is mainly people from Alabama.
Yeah.
So we've got a huge American fan base on our Facebook page, and then our Instagram's like a big mixture. Everything. Yeah. It's kind of interesting. People land in different places, but they're finding their way. All roads lead to Outpost Drive, so we'll take it.
So your latest single's out. It was it's called Treasure Map. Cracking song, nice and upbeat.
Yeah.
What was the story behind the song?
Treasure Map. It was such a cute one. I wrote it in Wales. We were living out there for 2 years. I think we said that, but in the last 2 years, we've been living out in Wales in the countryside. And honestly, it was all just green grass and hedgerows and nature. And I couldn't drive, so I was basically confined to the nature for the whole time. I was just kind of stuck in this valley.
Yeah.
So I had a lot of time to write a lot of nature-y songs. that was one of them. It came out of it, and I was playing it for Willow, and you really liked it.
Yeah.
You thought it was like a Dolly Parton like type flair kind of thing. So
yeah. Well, I think it just captures the kind of like childlike wonder of nature, and I grew up in that exact place, so it really like brought out the magic of childhood that I experienced. So yeah, it's really nice. It's a great song. It's just very, I don't know. It's a sweet little journey. It's like a fairy tale. Fairy tale.
And Willow's mom designed the cover art, and she's just an incredible artist. Her name's Sophie Wyndham, and she's just insanely talented. And I just love that cover too, because it's just our
it's a great
magical
cover.
World.
So
do we see? We were living in that world for a while.
Is there an Outpost Drive album coming soon?
Oh, absolutely. We just finished recording our debut album. So it's like a lot of songs. It's like 15 songs or something right now.
Yeah.
We've just finished recording it, and I think we're going to start rolling it out. The first single is probably in like later this year.
Yeah, October, November. Probably put out a few singles by the end of the year.
Yeah.
We got a few more before that as well that aren't on the album, but
yeah, we got a whole bunch of music coming. We've got like 20 songs recorded, and we're just ready to. We're locked and loaded. Ready to
Don't forget to send them over to Southern Roots.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We've literally just been. That's why we've been living in Wales. We've just been
recording for 2 years.
For 2 years and just hashing it out. Like it's been a lot of a big learning curve. Just been in the studio like every day, like bashing my head into a wall.
And Willow produced it as well. So
when you're producing it yourself, though, at least you can keep it to what you want. You're keeping the purity of what you're trying to achieve. You've not got big record labels coming in and saying, no, that's not selling. This is what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've really like kept that purity from the bottom up. Like we wrote all the songs and then recorded them ourselves, like literally playing every instrument on the album. And then we were going to get someone else to mix it, but he gave us some demos back, and we were just like,
we know it so well.
We knew it too well, and it's just like it has to be like I have to mix it. We have to finish it ourselves. So it is like 100% creation from being written to the actual mixing. We're gonna get it mastered. That's the only thing that I'm gonna just like hand over. So it is cool. It is really cool. It's like a very pure expression.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, the learning curve of having to make an album
Unreal.
is insane.
We've got a great master in Nashville who puts just a beautiful finishing touch on it. His name's Adam Grover. He is awesome, so we love him. Or the Nashville sprinkle on top. I can't wait.
Thank you very much for giving up some of your time to talk to us here in Southern Roots. We appreciate it so much. Enjoy Manchester, enjoy Blackpool, and don't forget to come and say hello to us at Avondale Radio.